Yo, what is going on, everybody? Duncan701 here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 best Call of Duties. These are going to be covering all the games that I thought were incredible. Notice I said mine because this video will be in my own opinion, so if you have another opinion about some of these games, don't be mad. This is just my opinion and how I think they rank. Coming in at the number 5 spot, I put Call of Duty 3. Now this was probably the first Call of Duty I owned. It's just a classic, man. The campaign, one of the best, especially for its time, but just in general, one of the greatest campaigns. I'm not going to spoil it, but great campaign. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to play much of the multiplayer, but from what I've played, it's pretty smooth and it's pretty good. But other than that, there's not much to say. I mean, there isn't much left to talk about. It's just multiplayer, which was decent, and an amazing campaign, and that's all you need for a good Call of Duty, in my opinion. Coming in at the number 4 spot, I have World at War. The reason I have World at War number 4 and not any higher is because it did start zombies. I will give it that. It was the creator of zombies, and my channel wouldn't be the same if it wasn't added. But, you know, in my opinion, it was a great campaign, don't get me wrong. The part that really gets me is the multiplayer, and the fact that nowadays it is really difficult to get into a standard lobby. You know, I've tried, I don't know about you guys, but it seems a lot of the time, like more than 50% of the time when I get into a lobby, it's hacked. And that's the thing. Nobody nowadays can have a good, smooth, start to finish game without mods or hacks or anything like that. And that's just why it comes at number 4. I thought it needed more. Well, not more, but I thought it needed more maintenance with the servers because of all the modding. And that's just why I thought it should come at number 4. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have our first Black Ops game, and that is Black Ops 3. I am not gonna lie, there isn't much to it, but the reason it's at number 3 is because I got a soft spot for Call of Duties with zombies, and this Call of Duty was no exception. This game had one of the greatest zombies runs. You know, you had Dreisendrach, which was incredible. You had Zetsubo no Shima, which nobody plays, but you got Gorod Krovi, easily the best map there. And then Revelations, again, nobody really talks about. But it has one of the best careers in zombies. The multiplayer I thought was okay. Some of the guns definitely needed... That was one of the Call of Duties where either the guns needed to be nerfed or they needed to be made stronger. Because you either had OP guns or you had guns like the new AN-94 variant, which if you saw my stream, you guys saw me rage on. It just needed a lot more damage, in my opinion. But yeah, it was just kind of unbalanced in a way. The multiplayer was just kind of unbalanced. It took forever. Like if you were wanting to get all the things for your characters, like if you're wanting to get all the helmets and armors, it did take quite a while, but that was the fun part of it, honestly. I'm not even going to get into campaign. That was easily one of the worst campaigns we've had in a Call of Duty game. It made absolutely no sense, and it would have been a lot higher if they had just stuck with the story that the first 2 Black Opses started and improved upon. But that's all I have to say about it. The only reason it's number 3 is for the zombies. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have a very balanced game. Now it's going to come down to 2 so far. 2 because it's a Black Ops game. Is it going to be 1 or is it going to be 2? At number 2, I have Black Ops 2. Campaign was the greatest, easily one of the greatest campaigns. I'd be willing to bet that it has one of the greatest campaigns. Obviously not the greatest because of what I have at the number 1 spot. I love this game at number 1, obviously. But Black Ops 2, man, one of the sickest campaigns you could ever have. One of the sickest campaigns. So many action-packed moments and so many decisions that could affect the game. I'm not going to spoil it, but there are some quick time events. And if you press the wrong one, then it'll affect the story, and you can't go back and change your decision unless obviously you replay the mission. But yeah, I'm not gonna say much more about the campaign. I've already said a bunch that I could. Zombies, one of the best zombies experiences I've had, probably the best zombies experience I've had. You've got Die Rise, which was decent. I mean, I don't really hate it all that much, but it definitely was not very good. And then you had arguably the greatest zombies map. In my opinion, it's my favorite zombies map, and that is a Mob of the Dead. I don't know if you know that map, but Mob of the Dead. Love that map, and I highly recommend that you play it. But coming in at the number 1 spot, we got no time to waste. I have Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 is my most favorite game of all time. I have so many hours played on that. I maxed Prestige. I loved the campaign. I thought the ending was sick. If you haven't played the campaign, I won't spoil it, but it has one of the sickest campaigns ever made. In my opinion, it's my favorite campaign. I'm not going to spoil it. But I loved the campaign. And I love the multiplayer, although it can be a little bit modded at times. Not as badly modded as World at War, but still somewhat modded. I've only gotten to 2 modded lobbies, and I've had the game for I've played the game since it came out. I haven't owned it since it came out, but I've played it since it came out. And it is just so much fun, guys. I highly recommend it if you have not played a Call of Duty to start off with that one, or COD 4. I don't recommend Modern Warfare 3, as I might make a rant video about why I absolutely hate Modern Warfare 3. Don't be offended if you guys have other opinions, but I might make a rant video of why I hate it. But yeah, I recommend COD 4 or Modern Warfare 2 if you're going to start off your Call of Duty and you want a cheap one. So that's going to wrap up the video, guys. If you guys liked it, definitely be sure to hit that thumbs up button so I know to make more, and subscribe if you're new. It really does help. And without further ado, I don't know why I say without further ado a lot, especially at the ending of videos, but without further ado, Duncan701 signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.